Hey guys, it's your pal Tim here at Nerd Out Comics, and we're here to talk about all that comic goodness coming out this May 29th. Wow, May 29th. We're going into June. Where is the year gone? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I don't know what it is, but I think it's going by really quick. Let's go ahead and jump into it and talk about all the weird comics that came out this week. It was a short week. It was a fifth week, so we've got a lot of DC specials, a lot of annuals, and of course, a whole bunch of War of the Realms from Marvel, as usual. I've got some really interesting picks. I think you should follow along because you know what, guys? You're not paying attention to me. You know how I know you're not paying attention to me? Because all the picks that I have been talking about for like the past 5 months have all not only sold out, but have gone up in value and price for those who are key collectors. And I'm talking about the weird stuff that you guys don't see on, you know, Comic Tom or any of those other websites. I'm talking about the strange stuff that you just don't see. So listen up and pay attention. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We've got a new book called All Time Comics Zerosis Deathscape. This is by Floating World Comics. I had to grab this because this has just got a funky cover. Check that out. And if you are a fan of just silly superheroes and lots of death, I would take up All Time Comics. Once again, from Floating World Comics. And look at that beautiful cover. Yep, that's a beautiful cover. You must pay, written on his shirt. And then, of course, we've got the ending of The Hunted, Part 6 in The Amazing Spider-Man number 22. Yep, there you go. We've got Craven on the cover, and the saga concludes. There we go. It's over. It's done with. And where are we going next? I think we're going into a really interesting storyline that focuses around Boomerang, so you may want to check that one out. And of course, do you remember the Reaper back in the day? Another annual from Batman? Well, here we are again. Batman Detective Comics annual number 2, and it is the return of the Reaper. This is a key issue. I would pick this one up if I were you. Unfinished Business, the Black Case Book. Ooh, Batman has taken off the Black Case Book off the shelf, and he's going to take it down and give it a nice gentle read, like this comic book that you should read. Nice and gently. There you go. And then, of course, ooh, another big boy on the block. Here's one of those specials I was telling you about. We've got Snyder and Capullo coming together for Batman Last Night on Earth. And look at the way that green pops off that red. Story about Batman, future, Joker's head in a lantern. Yep, and they chat back and forth. Is he going insane? Is he going crazy? I don't know, but it's really cool. Snyder and Capullo are really taking us on a really interesting journey. Can't wait to see where this one ends up. This is Batman Last Night on Earth number 1, square bound, and it's a regular size comic, even though it's a black label. Yay! Fantastic. Thank you for listening, DC. Once again, Batman Last Night on Earth number 1, 2 variant covers available right here on the shelf. Then from Mad Cave, we've got London, Camelo, Taquino, and Zapata, a shoe. Zapata, I'm not sure if he, well, okay, there you go. And it is Battle Cats number 1. Hey, for you guys who are fans of Lion-O and Thundercats, we've got Battle Cats. I don't know if it's anything like it. I didn't get a chance to read it. It's got a damn cool cover. Battle Cats number 1 from Mad Cave, another one of those small press books. There's probably only several thousand of those printed, and it might catch on fire. Then, of course, we've got Catwoman annual number 1. It's a number 1, so it made the list, and it's got Catwoman on the hood of a car. Come on, dude. How can you go wrong? Thanks for the lift, boys. We've got Catwoman number 1 annual from the, I guess, what was it, still considered the Rebirth era? Oh, and then here from Keen Spot, this one, Glenn really appreciated. This is called The Donald Who Laughs. Oh my God, look at that. It's an evil Donald Trump. Yes, there we go. We got Believe Me, Guess Who's Back from the pages of Trump's Titans versus Dark Donald's Mental. There you go. It is Donald, man who laughs. The Donald Who Laughs. There you go. Check it out. It's crazy. It's insane. And a certain senator makes a special appearance, and first appearance in a different type of costume. This one might be a marquee book, believe it or not. If I were you, I would pick that one up. Then, of course, we've got, oh my God, is it the end of the universe? Is it the end of the world? Because Doomsday Clock is here. It's number 10. Finally, this book hit the shelves. Doomsday Clock number 10. They say that this is how they connect Dr. Manhattan to the DC universe. You may want to pick this one up if you want to get the idea of what's going on, because it might start wrapping things up for issue number 12. That's number 10, Doomsday Clock, coming your way. And then here's a new one from Antarctic Press. Do you dare enter the realm of horror comics? If you guys are fans of the Ice Cream Man, this story is about an ice cream man, and I read this. This was dark and gritty, and oh my God, is it... Yeah, it's horrific. If you guys are into horror, I would suggest picking up this number 1 from Antarctic Press. Do you dare enter the realm of horror comics? And then, of course, new from our friends at Aftershock. We've got Masters, Marin, Belair, Otsmain, and El Hau. El Heu? Is he Hawaiian? Maybe Pacific Rim. I don't know, but we got Killer Groove, guys. There you go. Yep, Killer Groove. This one's got a little heat on it. It's got an interesting storyline. Killer Groove from Aftershock. Where have you gone wrong with Aftershock? You haven't. All right, and then, of course, wow, we've got a big anniversary for our friends at Oni Press. We got Rick and Morty killing it with issue number 50. Yep, that's right, a Rick and Morty comic book, making my list right here at issue number 50. Check it out with all of those Mortys on the cover. There's also a variant that has all the Ricks on the cover, as well as a reprinting of issues 1 through 5 with a connecting cover that is quite hilarious. If you missed out on issues 1 through 5 back in the day, if you want to get a nice, beautiful connecting cover set, we have all 5 available. Pick those up before they are gone. Then, of course, this is my pick of the week because I think it's really cool. It's a Golden Age Classics Gets Ripped. We've got Sham Comics number 1. This was hilarious. I enjoyed reading every single page. Bozo the Robot is hilarious. Stop, come back here with our death row inmates. Do not fear. Bozo believes in capital punishment too. We've got the Red Roids and Pooter. Yep, and Randy Rocket and Planet of the Poochies, starring Bozo the Robot. This is a Golden Age sized comic book. It is riffing on all of those Golden Age comics of yesteryear. From Source Point Press, this is Sham Comics number 1, and it is a fun read. Pick that one up before it is gone. A new one here from Volt Comics. We've got She Said Destroy. Now that's a beautiful cover. Lots of beautiful pastels. A lot of these Vault comics are starting to create a lot of heat and some interest. I don't know if you guys know, but Wasted Space just, I believe, got picked up for a movie option or a TV show option. So this is the first issue, and it's got a really cool variant cover that basically it swipes from Saga. It's a Saga variant cover. I guess they're paying homage to Fiona Staples. She Said Destroy number 1. There you go, guys. It's a beautiful cover. Pick this one up. I pick everything up from Vault, at least the number 1s, and see if you like it, and then add it to your subscription list so that way you don't miss a single issue of those rare low print books. Then we've got, the Road to 300. We've got Spawn 297. It's the history of Spawn. There you go. This is part 2 of the history of Spawn. Of course, everybody's waiting for 298 because it's going to have that really cool Todd McFarlane homage cover to 298 of Amazing Spider-Man. And so will 299. And so will 300, and 300 is going to have at least 8 different artists and writers, or maybe, I think, 2 or 3 writers, and at least 8 different artists that are going to contribute to the interiors of the book as well, because that's what Todd said. Go ahead and check out his video on YouTube at the Diamond Summit. You can hear it all from Todd himself. It's really funny when Todd the artist meets Todd the creator. It's kind of funny. It's a silly video, and it's kind of fun. So we've got Spawn 297. There you go. History of Spawn Part 2, and it has 3 different variant covers, of course, the black and white, and that beautiful Matina cover, Virgin. Oh my God, it's to die for. And then, of course, here's a little throwback from Marvel's 80th anniversary. We've got Star Wars number 108. That's right, the original Marvel series ended in 107, and here we are. We are at issue number 108. This is a one-shot, guys. I would pick it up. This version has a Simonson cover. It's got the Hunter on the cover fighting Darth Vader. I remember that character. Oh my God, he was so cool. He was a cyborg. You know, I think about this and I'm like, wait a minute. The Hunter, believe it or not, looks a lot like a certain cyborg that comes from the future to try to assassinate a certain someone so that their future doesn't end. Oh man, it is a definite ripoff. But I tell you what, Marvel was there first. This wasn't the James Cameron thing. Marvel did it first. And the Hunter here, guys, is a badass character. If you want to check out a really cool old school comic, this is number 108 of Star Wars, new from Marvel. And of course, let's continue the fascination of this wonderful Netflix television show and go back and do a little bit of a prequel. We've got Stranger Things, number 1 of 4. Entitled 6. Yeah, that's 1 of 4 entitled 6. Don't get confused. It looks like 11 on the cover by David Mack, but I'm not sure because there is a character called 6, and this is what this story is based on. We've got like 4 different variant covers of this one. If you are a Stranger Things fan, I would suggest picking this issue up and getting a little bit of that history of the Stranger Things universe. And then, of course, finally, we've got Ed Piskor finally creating his magnum opus, the last 2 issues of X-Men Grand Design. There you go. I love these corner box covers. These are hilarious. These are fantastic. If you are interested in a good story and some really cool artwork, you'll love Ed Piskor's job. Check him out on Kayfabe Collectors on YouTube. He's got some great videos. He goes through a lot of cool comics. Sometimes he'll just go through page by page with the old wizards. Man, it's fun to watch. I'm a subscriber and a contributor as well to Kayfabe. Here we go, guys. We've got X-Men Grand Design, number 1, book 3, the final book. There you go, guys. And then, of course, to end the day is a comic that is ending. This is the last issue for X-23. It's a beautiful cover. Where will she end up? I don't know. Maybe in one of the new X-Men teams in Power or House of 10 or House of X. Still, there's a little bit, controversy over whether it's an X or a 10. I don't know. But this is X-23, number 12. Beautiful, beautiful cover. See how it ends. And come back and tell me if you enjoyed this 12-issue run. I know it's been getting a lot of bad criticism because of the story. I think it's just completely silly, and you got to take it with a grain of salt. It's just it's a comic book. It's beautiful art on the cover, some silly stories in the interiors, of course. Shenanigans aplenty, and it's just so fun to watch some people riff on those comic books as well. That is X-23 from Marvel. We got a little Deadpool here, and of course, I brought in some of my collection, guys. I know I was promising you a vault video, but I brought in a nice collection for those of you who are interested in the Pixar films. We've got Shrek. There you go. We have some Shrek action figures, and these things are beautiful. Look at that. These ears don't even have any stress marks on them. Not at all. Look at that. It's beautiful. Yeah. These are beautiful vintage Shrek action figures. These 2 here are really cool. We've got the dragon, and we've got Donkey. There you go. But if you also notice, we've got the kids. We've got one in the dragon, and we've got the other 2 here joining the donkey. And the donkey's ready for some football in the far, far away leagues. There you go. He's ready for some football. We've got Donkey. This is a 2-pair set. I would like to see these go together. And then, of course, we've got other ones that are sold individually. This was a nice tail ender. This was the last of the Shrek 2 toys. This is the Noble Steed. There you go. And Pinocchio. You can't go wrong with Pinocchio. All right, we've got Pinocchio and a Noble Steed. There you go. This is another one that's from my collection. They're peppered all around the store. Come on in. Check them out. Help support me by buying some of my toys that I have from my vault. I'm just trying to make some space because I just put in 2 new shelving units. I mean, just recently, like the past week and a half, because I'm running out of space for my comics, so I've got to get rid of some of my toys. Check out my vault video coming soon to a YouTube channel near you as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video so everyone in the Tampa Bay area knows all the cool comic books coming out right here at Nerd Out. And that's all I've got to say, folks. Today was a great day. I am going to go and enjoy a burrito or 2. I don't know. Let's see what happens there. So the only thing else I have to say is I love you guys. Be sure to leave a comment. Come on, I've got to beat this algorithm. I'm on the road to 75. I'm trying to get 75 subscribers. Share it. Praise the Lord and share this channel and give me 75 subscribers. Trying to break 100, but I'll get there slowly but surely. And until then, folks, I'm going for the button.